Hello everyone, thank you for coming to watch this video. It's been a while and I'm finding it a little bit difficult because my heart hurts, but in general I am here to, not in general, but regardless of that, I'm going to push through because time has come for me to make videos for you guys and for myself as well, to really share what's going on in the skies. Even higher in the skies. So I'll talk about the next week's astrological, I was going to say meteorological, astrological aspects of what's going on. But before I do, I just wanted to mention that if you are called to it, in the description box below, there's a GoFundMe link. Any donations will go towards a future educational program for myself. Also offering in return, if you do make a donation, astrological interpretations for your chart. So to go into it, I want to start with Mars in Cancer. Now Mars in Cancer is already a little bit like, what am I doing here? I'm Mars, why you put me in Cancer for? But it's more importantly that I want to speak to you about is squaring Chiron in Aries. Now Chiron in Aries has been a lot of our work recently for well over a year. It's a lot about bringing out our own courage, being courageous even in those hard times, even within those inner battles. Now a lot of us have been doing this work, a lot of us have been finding our own inner courage to bring out into the world, as scary as it may be. Now this is ongoing work for some, but with Mars in Cancer squaring this this planetoid, we could face in the week to come tests, challenges, where we are being asked to can we bring this courage out? Now you may find some of these examples coming into your weeks to come, empathetically speaking, it's not going to be always easy, and don't be hard on yourself if it's not something that you can do. But ultimately, life is a playground for us to play, explore, make mistakes. We will survive, we will learn, and we will succeed. Now with this aspect, I wanted to mention to you, just in case, to hopefully bring awareness. So if this did happen to you in the week to come, or it may have happened in the last week, it's always happening, but regardless, something to really consider here. Can you find your inner strength, your inner courage, especially to stand up for what you care about, for who you care about? Maybe yourself, hopefully, or other people also, hopefully, or the planet, hopefully, all of those. Now, at the end of the week, we have a new moon. Yes, love new moons. New moon in Taurus. Yes, a beautiful one. Now when I felt into it, what I did receive, I felt a lot about our bodies and our hearts, and most importantly, the divine feminine. It was very earthly. I say divine feminine for a reason as well, even though Mother Earth is divine feminine. There is universal divine feminine. I will get to that. So with this new moon in Taurus, it's a really wonderful moon to really root back into our bodies, root back into ourselves, finding our own divine feminine, our own open heart. I'll start crying if I do that too much. Our own connection to Mother Earth and the divine feminine. That's all around. Whatever that may mean to you, that connection can be very, very beautiful for sure, and powerful as well. Healing. Now, there is a beautiful sextile going on the same day, nearabouts, with Neptune in Pisces. First thing I want to mention, no, I'll come back to that, but with Pisces coming in, this is that real divine love, divine everything. So it's a real wonderful creative aspect. We will call this an aspect of creativity. We are in Taurus, the sign of art. Neptune, is also like universal art. Like, look what the universe has created. It's art. So it's a beautiful, beautiful energy for you to be with, to really hone in to your own self, body, roots, heart, beauty, love, self-love. Now, one thing to be aware here, and I want to make this awareness come through. Neptune will also help to bring out any illusions. But I say help, it can cause a little bit of illusion. So, let me give you an example here. Now, I'm talking a lot about body here. Taurus represents our bodies. And not only are we in the moon, emotional body, ego body, but body. And the illusion is this: we are doing our day-to-day life. Some of us, a lot of us, few of us, who knows? But importantly here is that, are we putting the right things into our bodies? Are we eluding ourselves to think that it's okay to just carry on with habits that don't serve us anymore? Addictive patterns, for sure, will, but let's not look at it too much into the addictive side of things, but more into the habitual kind of thing. Is something become a habit that we're putting into our bodies, or that has an effect on our body that is negative? And are we eluding ourselves to think, or not to think about it, so we just do the easy thing and carry on? Now, this is very much representing where I want to go next, and where I felt this came through, or what came through to me that I want to share. Our bodies are an extension of Mother Earth. We're all created from the same. So, something to consider here. Are we also eluding ourselves to what we're doing to Mother Earth, to our planet? Because it's what we're doing to our bodies, most likely in some way or another, may not look the same what we're doing to the planet. So, are there any habits that are coming into that in our life that which we can change? So that one, our bodies thank us for it, and also in turn, so will our planet. So yeah, divine feminine bodies, earth, roots, self-love, self-worth. Some of you, Taurus also represents resources and finances. Now, something else I want to mention here, we have Uranus in Taurus, basically in play here with this new moon. Uranus in Taurus has been there for a long time and will be there for another long time. But for this week to come, it's very much being or is a play with this new moon and so the moon and the sun. So those three. We also got Neptune, like I mentioned, but more relatable to finances here and resources. I mentioned already self-love, but with Uranus here, Uranus in Taurus, if you don't know him, is trying to revolutionize. Sorry, guys. And by that it means to bring into the future, to change drastically change. Now, with Taurus being a sign that doesn't change very quickly, takes its time, especially in regards to how we bring our how do we bring our own resources, how do we take our resources, how do we use our resources, how do I earn my resources, all of these things. With Uranus in Taurus, it's going, you need to change this. Some things are just not going to last into the future. They're holding you back. So kind of feel like with this new moon coming into play here, it's going to bring up, magnify up, project through a little bit of this work for all of us as a collective. Uranus work. Have you been trying to change any kind of job, or like any way of kind of earning money, or any way of surviving, any way to feed yourself? Resources can be many things. That can be brought up even more, a little bit like the start with Mars in Cancer, saying there's possibly an example, a few examples of that coming through this week, of bringing out our courage. Another one here could be, is there anywhere in your life where something needs to change for the betterment of you, always for the betterment of you? It's a progress towards evolution, towards the future. We are all changing. Change is happening here. And thanks to Uranus, it's helping us to change us, whether we like it or not. But in a nice way. I mean, we all have a choice here. So there's a lot of information down, and yeah, remember, new moon, great time to make a new start on something, like a new phase for something. If that means stop smoking, whatever that may be, or like new intention, whatever that may be. I want to be. Now I picked a tarot card, just to kind of like summarize. I'll show you what came out. We've got the 8 of Swords. I'm hoping this is yeah, okay. So just something I noticed here. This is the 8 of Swords. I think this is very much related to this new moon that we got going on. You see the swords are stabbing into the earth. The earth is kind of look like it's bleeding with a red to me, and it's kind of like these patterns basically created by our minds, that are bleeding the earth, and the earth also represents our bodies. But if you see in the background, there's this mountain, and then on the mountain there's buildings. I really hope you're seeing this, otherwise I mean, I could be just describing. If you can't see this, sometimes my phone doesn't can't find the word, but yeah, anyway. So the top of the mountain, you got those buildings. Now to me that's like progress. That's in the background. I hope this video helped. Any questions, feel free to leave a message in the description below. But I'll see you next week, guys. Take care.